Hello, my name is Mieszko Służewski, but you can call me Manfredi, and welcome in the very first episode of Manfredi's Harmonica Show. Everything here spins around the amazing instrument called harmonica. This channel is for you and also for me. For you, because probably you want to play better on harmonica, and for me, because I want to speak better in English. Because you see, English is already my third language. Because my first language is, I don't want to talk about it, but my second language is, of course, music. As you may have already noticed, there is a lot of material on the internet which harmonica to buy were you a beginner. So I decided to make material which harmonica not to buy, cause for me is even more important. Okay, before we start, let's make some noise. Firstly, you have to know this is my debut in English, but not with the YouTube itself, cause I've been making videos on YouTube for about 2 years in my first language, and this is, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, now just to be clear, if I say harmonica, I mean this little guy right here, because we have a lot of different types of harmonicas. For example, we have tremolo harmonicas, but I don't know if you really want to play some Slavic folk music for old people. If that's the case, you have to find another YouTube channel, because I'm not interested in tremolo harmonicas. There is, of course, another type of harmonicas like chromatic harmonicas, like this big guy, and I really don't like its weak sound. Yeah, I don't know if weak it's a good word. Maybe slender, maybe small, tiny, whinny type of sound. I don't know. Maybe I show you the difference between the chromatic and the diatonic, because maybe you don't know what you like. For me, diatonic harmonica and chromatic harmonica, it's like two different words. It's like two different instruments. Something similar to a guitar and a banjo. So let's listen to this example. Chromatic one. And diatonic. Nice. Okay, you see, if you want to play like classical music or some smooth jazz or pretty jazz, you can choose the chromatic. It's bigger and it's more expensive. And personally, I hate how it sounds. But if you want to play jazz and you don't like the chromatic harmonica, you can play jazz, of course, on diatonic. There is a lot of different tunings of diatonic harmonica. So you can choose diatonic harmonica and then move to some different tunings. Personally, I prefer right now diminished harmonica tuning, and you can listen to it right now. Of course, you can't play like that after 1 or 2 nights, but you can play like this after a little time and some work, some effort. Actually, a lot of work and a lot of effort. But it's possible even on diatonic. For start, please get one of these regular diatonic Richter tuning harmonica. The best option is the key of C. Moving on to the main topic of this video, finally, let's talk about which harmonica not to buy. Ever. I made this list based on many conversations with my students, with a lot of my viewers of my other harmonica channel, because you see, it's common case somebody buys something like shitty toy wannabe harmonica thing and he or she has some problems with playing. Okay, well, many of these problems occurs cause the pure technique, but sometimes the problem is harmonica itself, so let's talk about this a little more. Sorry guys. It's my little brother, I have to take that. Sup? Hi Manfredi, how are you today? I want to buy my first harmonica and I need your advice. I was talking with a shop assistant and he recommended Honor Silver Star in the key of A flat. Is it a good choice for the beginner? Let me answer that with a question. You want to buy an instrument or a toy? Of course, an instrument. But you know, I don't want to spend a lot of money because for now I don't really know if I will like harmonica playing at all. Okay, another question then. If you were to ride a bike for the first time in your life and your bicycle would have square-shaped wheels, would you enjoy it? Hell no! What's a stupid question? But Silver Star looks like every other harmonica. Looks good to me. Okay, maybe, but it's not about looking. It's almost all about playability. Cause you see, the first problem with Silver Star, it's not really airtight. And you have to force a lot of air through the hole to even get the sound from it. And another problem is the key. A flat? Really? Seriously? It's not popular even for some more advanced players, not only for the beginners. You have to choose the harmonica in the key of C. Firstly, it's not too high, it's not too low. It's perfect for the beginner. And second thing, almost every material on the web is about C harmonica. Okay, I get it. So, what should I choose? Maybe Honor Traveler? It's a little more expensive and it looks pro to me. Looks pro? Look closer. It's Silver Star but a little dressed up. Don't waste your money on the shitty, cheap toy harmonica things. Let me guess. Now you're looking at some Suzuki Folk Master? Yeah, you are good. So, maybe just tell me what models to avoid. Okay. Take some paper and make notes. Okay, I'm ready. Silver Star. Okay. Folk Master, as you know. Honor Blues Band. Okay. Honor Traveler. Honor Hot Metal. Fender Blues Deluxe. Okay. Suzuki Easy Rider. And then almost every cheap Chinese harmonica cheaper than $30. There are of course some exceptions if you are really struggling with money, but I think it's not the case with you. Okay, I've got this. Cheers, bro. Sorry guys, I'm back. Where were we? Okay. I was about to tell you which harmonica not to buy, yeah? So I hope you are eavesdropping, cause I really don't want to repeat myself. Okay, so maybe let's talk about this exception when you are struggling with money. It's not the case with my little brother, but maybe it's a case with you. Let's talk about some cheap harmonica models I can recommend. Okay, here we go again. Yup. I found it! What did you find? I found the perfect harmonica, of course. It's beautiful, and I hear every old bluesman was playing on it. What model? Let me guess. Marine Band Classic? Am I right? Yep. Wait, is it something wrong with this model? Yes and no. Don't get me wrong. It's very good harmonica, but not for beginners. You see, when you start your journey with harmonica, probably you will be drawing like an old bulldog, especially at the beginning. So there is some problem with wooden comp in Marine Band, especially in this classic version, because this comp can swell a little and it can hurt your lips. The second thing, nails. I don't know why, but they still use nails instead of screws, so you can't take harmonica apart. Actually, you can take it apart, but you can't put it back together. And it's not the best option because you can't clean the harmonica and you can't repair it. Okay. Screw that. If you really want harmonica with wooden comp, I personally would choose something like Seidel 1847. It's really good harmonica. Or maybe Marine Band, but deluxe version. Deluxe has screws instead of nails. You can even choose Marine Band crossover. The comp in this harmonica, it's not really wooden, it's more some composite things, but it works really good. Okay, thanks. Let me check them out. Okay, bye. Sorry guys, are you still here? Awesome. Okay, you're waiting for this cheap instruments list. So, the cheapest harmonica you can play, I really can recommend, is the Eastop T008K. I know it's a strange name, but it's very good harmonica for its price. It's about $15, maybe $20, and you have to choose it in the key of C, of course, because it's most popular in almost every tutorials. Okay, some other choices are Kongshenk harmonicas, like Kongshenk Amazing 20, like Kongshenk Benders and Think Harp. These harmonicas are a little more expensive, but still really cheap and really good for its price. I tested all three of them, of this Kongshenk and this Eastop, and all are playable. Okay, there is also Suzuki Harpmaster. It's really similar to Amazing 20 made by Kongshenk, so it's playable too, but personally I would choose the Kongshenk because it's a little cheaper. But if you have no Kongshenk in your country or you can't buy a Kongshenk for any reason, you can choose the Harpmaster. It's playable too and not that expensive. But of course, if your budget is a little more flexible, I strongly recommend Honor Special 20 I know it's a little obvious choice, but for me it's the perfect choice for beginner. Cause if you are beginner, you don't know your preferences. So you need something like regular harmonica, like something normal, mid, obvious, simple harmonica. Because, for example, there is Golden Melody, my favorite harmonica, but some players hate it, some players love it, and Special 20, it's not the best, but really good option for start. Because after few lessons, after few months with the instrument, you will know what you want from harmonica and you can choose some better harmonica for you. Some other good choices are Seidel Session Steel. I prefer it with the covers from the model 1847, but it's my personal preferences. There is Honor Rocket 2. I never play on it, but I hear a lot of good things about it. And I hear it's something like Special 20, but on steroids. So probably it's really good harmonica too. Seidel ANT47, it's really good choice. For me, it's the best harmonica with wooden comp. So if you really like the wooden comp, you can choose that one. It's a little expensive, but it's really good. It's really durable. I even have one right here. It's Lightning version with some custom comp, but it's my everyday harmonica right now. Also, you can choose Marine Band Crossover or Marine Band Deluxe version. Cause this classic version, it's not bad harmonica, but with some problems we talk about with my little brother. If you like metal, there is one harmonica with metal comp I can recommend. It's Suzuki ProMaster. Of course, there is more harmonica with metal comps, but I tested only this one because I personally hate the metal comps, but it's only my preferences. Don't mistake Suzuki ProMaster with Honor ProHarp. ProHarp, it's not the best harmonica. I think you can choose Special 20 instead. It's similar to ProHarp, but better. Of course, there are a lot of models in the market, so take one you like, but make sure it's standard Richter tuning in the key of C. It's not a toy kind harmonica. Probably if it's cost more than $30-40, it will be fine. And avoid unimpregnated comps like this one in Marine Band Classic, especially if you are at the beginning of your journey. Whatever your choice will be, it's nice to have a harmonica in your pocket. Good luck, and tell me in the comments section what is your choice, what harmonica do you get? Hooray! I just bought my first harmonica, Special 20 in the key of C. I say it in the comments section.